Porque no traje foto.
Taking the boat to San Juan La Laguna, just across the pond. Okay, so we've moved from Perejil to San Pedro's, which is a town across the lake, smaller town, getting deeper into kind of Mayan culture here. So we're gonna bump around. You can take little boats to these little towns all around the lake, which we'll do. Looking for some local dishes, maybe try some of these crabs out of the lake. They have tiny little fish out of the lake that I kind of wanted to try. They wrap them in a banana leaf with some chili. It's a very authentic kind of Mayan recipe. So we'll have a look around. We'll see what we can find. Who knows? So we're in San Pedro on Atitlan, beautiful little lakeside town in Guatemala. A couple tuk-tuks to get around. Quite an active little town. Looks like everybody's got a bit of a job to do. Lots of business, a lot of deals being made. I'm seeing lots of advertisements for Orange Crush. Nice to see that's coming back. Great drink. Talk about a beauty basketball court. Looks like bags of corn here. This must be the epicenter of all basketball in San Pedro. Lake Atitlan, here we are, southern Guatemala. We are in the Sierra Madre mountain range up in Guatemala. Beautiful. So what do you need to know about this place? You've got about 21 ethnic Mayan groups in Guatemala. Around this lake, you've got a handful of them. You've got the Tzankujil, the Quechuquil, and so you get really, really unique indigenous dishes here. And in these hills, they grow cocoa beans, and they grow avocados, and beans, and corn, and it all comes down into the food of this region. So we're gonna walk around, we're gonna check out some of the towns. Right now we're in a place called San Pedro La Laguna. We'll go over to San Juan La Laguna. We'll go to Santiago La Laguna. Or Santiago, I think. They don't keep the La Laguna on there. And we're gonna explore different food. And the food really changes from town to town. Different dishes because you've got different indigenous groups. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's check it out. Okay, we're gonna dive into a little night food. Some shuco, which is kind of like a steak sandwich. She's doing shuco mixto, so that's with chorizo. We're gonna have probably a little bit of chicken on there. Definitely some carne asada or the grilled beef. And she's also got this longaniza sausage here. Beautiful. Longaniza.
Y este es chorizo.
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 ¿En Mercado Municipal?
Sí, en Mercado. Este es longaniza picante.
Picante. Okay. Some sausage from the market.
No picante.
Picante. And this is
es pollo.
a pollo.
Pollo.
Okay.
Y este es res.
And like a chimichurri?
Es chimichurri.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Tiene
Beautiful.
chimichurri.
Look at this natural wood. So typically these vendors come out at night. You've got the open wood grill. You know, people are out there having a couple pops, a couple beers. Then they come and they soak it up with these sandwiches. Shuco. Very typical Guatemalan kind of street comfort food. Wow.
Es muy delicioso. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Maria Reggie.
Bienvenido en San Pedro.
Okay. Gracias. Mañana municipal, Mercado Municipal?
Sí.
Yeah, okay.
Mercado.
She's fanning the flames to get the high heat going so she can sort of crisp the outside of the sausage and the steak. Classic technique all over the world. So that's longaniza.
Esto, longaniza.
Look at her break that up. That's amazing. Some chorizo.
Esto, chorizo no picante.
No picante.
Sí. Esto es beef.
Yes.
Beef. Res.
Carne asada.
Yeah. Carne asada.
And the pollo.
Es pollo.
Let's see Subway do this. Oh,
Guacamole.
a little guacamole. Okay. Wow. Bonito.
Es muy rico.
Wow.
Todo.
It's
todo.
grande.
Es grande.
That's the small. Back on the grill to heat it up.
Es listo.
Gracias.
Es para ti.
Para ti. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's dive in. Delicious. So, that's it. So that's the snails, the little the little lake snails, as well as the little fish that they go from the lake here. And they also have the small tiny crabs, which they put in broth. So that tamale was wrapped in like a mashan, or like kind of a plantain leaf. I think they only make those types of tamales like on the weekend, but it was awesome. There's a lighter corn chicken in there, that red recado sauce. Busy day at the market. We've hiked to the top of another lakeside town. This one is called Marcos la Laguna. Beautiful. You can see a nice soccer field down there. All these towns have incredible soccer pitches. Goes right up into the hills. You probably got some nice comedores, the local eateries. Definitely tamales down there. Many local people. I'm not sure which indigenous Mayan tribe is this area, but it's probably Tzankujil or I think Ketchkut. So we're gonna walk around here for a couple days. Lots of hippies down there. As history goes, a lot of hippies moved down here in the 1960s to Tzankujil, and they stayed down, they set up their camps. Obviously beautiful, gorgeous area to come do your hippie thing. Civil War started within Guatemala, 1960 to 1996, drove a lot of them out, but now they're all starting to return sort of in the last decade or so, and definitely you can notice it down in San Marcos. You can get yourself a yoga session, you can get yourself, you know, an energy read, you can get yourself every treatment you think you can get in Venice, California, one of these places, but you're in Guatemala. So there's definitely a mashup between, you know, local Mayan people, and then you have like kind of the hippie internationals. But it seems to work, and at the end of the day, if you walk further and further up the hill, it just gets more and more local in the barrios. Very cool place.
Yes. Ajá, hoy sí. Ahí va pues. Dale, no pensas mucho, porque si pensas mucho, no te tiran. Ahí va. Ahorita está claro, claro, no hay nadie.